This is Great American Taxi's sophomore effort here. We've definitely taken it up a notch between the facilities and venue we're using, the studio to record it in, bringing Tim on to produce it and kind of be a guiding hand with it. Some of the material, and the band's found its identity. As Vince and I have gone through these personnel changes and found these new players, it's kind of, finally maybe taken the exact focus it needed to take to really dial the band's sound in.
Well, I was on this life excursion, this kind of adventure, if you will, and lately in Santa Cruz, California, for just the last 30 years or so. And then this taxi came by and was like, beep, beep, taxi. So I got on, and next thing I know, there's been countless other numerological adventures since then, culminating in this moment right now.
It's just all so new and exciting for me right now, for sure. It's just getting to know the guys and learn the tunes and just learn, not so much learn, but just get our vibe going. That's always an exciting process for sure. And then being able to do a recording like this so soon in the process for me is really fun for sure.
All right, here we go.
I hit the wrong note one of these days. One of these days, I'm gonna take the time, ride that river, listen to my mind, let it roll, roll, roll like a fishing line. When I take my time, one of these days.
It's just a beautiful facility. And a beautiful place. We're right by Devil's Backbone, this kind of jagged backbone-looking mountain range in the foothills, and I guess that's why they call it Backbone Studios.
Try it and think about it.
Try now the other way, where you do the fifth. I like that. That's more Bakersfield.
When I left the studio for the first time in 4 days today, I ran into 60 elk right next to the gas station down below us. If you're like in Kansas City and you drive west until you hit the first hill, well, this is like about a quarter of a mile before it. And it's Loveland, Colorado. It's right at the base of the mountain before you head up to Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park. It's a great place, and we're psyched to be here at the Backbone Studio.
Checking the microphone at the Backbone Studio. Checking the microphone.
Sing out loud.
At the Backbone Studio. Checking the microphone at the Backbone Studio.
We're living upstairs of this studio here. So, at the end of the workday, which winds up being at 10 o'clock at night, we go up, we make a meal, we talk about what we've done and what we're gonna do the next day. And then we get in the studio at 11 in the morning and we work through, take a break in the middle, and work straight through till 10. And that's how it's been going. It's really kind of, it's like clockwork.
The sessions are going really good. I think it's always kind of like jumping off into the deep end of the pool and hoping there's some water in there.
It's unbelievable. It's got every piece of gear you could probably imagine wanting to use, and really nice people that know how to use it, and a great vibe, and they're putting us up and taking good care of us, and we feel really comfortable for sure. So that lends to the creative process for sure.
They have unbelievable selection of vintage microphones. They have more, or nearly more preamps than you really know what to do with. I'm sure that if they looked around, they'd find a bunch of other ones that, you know, like, oh yeah, let's plug this in.
Lots of good old guitars and a ton of old blackface Fender amps and Tweed amps and Marshalls and everything with it. Yeah, that's fun. I'm a kid in a candy store.
They've been really responsive to what our desires are. Sometimes you run into a studio situation and you're like, hey, can we just hook up this guitar with this amp and this kind of thing? And they're like, well, we could, but I don't know. But everything here has just been wonderful. They're like, yeah, sure, we'll hook that up right away.
It's great. It's just great to hang here for a week and, you know, sort of live here and play here, and it's very relaxed, and we come down in the morning and, you know, start jamming and recording, and it's kind of like clubhouse kind of a vibe.
Man, it's been a really good place to just be focused in on creating music. It's got a great apartment upstairs, you know, you can hang out here for a few days and just zero in on making a record, which is, to me, always feels like the Olympics. You know, it's like the time when you're the most engaged mentally, I think, out of any time in my life. You know, just being all you can be.
Ooh, just when you think you can't get no better.